Black raspberry. I remember 15, like puberty and the pack dances, the acne and the algebra. I remember the taste of whiskey in the backwoods behind our house. Back then, we had The Clash, Pink Floyd, parachute pants. We had thin ties and parents who both worked 9 to 5. I remember Dad leaving, his empty chair at the dinner table, his empty seat at my football games, and I remember saying, "Who the fuck cares?" for the first time ever. Ma worked too much back then, twice a day to feed three, but I can still taste those Friday night Bud Light campfires in the woods with friends and the taste of Becky's tongue swirling around in my mouth. I remember those thoughts of me not being able to remember me the day before. Now I know it's that adolescent juvenile pride walking around with splotchy patches of stubble on my chin. Silly. I remember 25 too, like the full grown beard, the college books, Dad's death, the advanced vocabulary, professionalism, the taste of real money in my pocket. Ma looked 30 years older than she did just 10 years prior, and I could taste that too, I suppose. Seagram 7 Southern Comfort, the Ziploc baggies are looking to forget something. I remember those dark hallways of always wanting more, always on the move, always missing the mark. I was yet to be a real man, and I knew it back then. Then 35, and the I do promises made, the new house, the jewelry box, flashy cars, and I remember the new debt pushing it all along. Ma would visit from time to time. Stories of Dad would surface from time to time, but that was all business back then. IRAs, retirement funds, flashy pearls, and faraway trips just to say we went someplace. I remember measuring everything I had up to what you had. Always falling short somewhere along the way. That was 35. And yet somewhere between the cracks in the concrete and the road that I was paving, there were children, 2 of them, both girls. Then came 45, not long ago. Splitting everything in half, trying to keep this boat afloat, trying to be in 2 places at once. Impossible. But then the youngest called, 15 at the time, couple months ago. Dreadlocks, long legs, torn jeans, and a memory much wiser than mine. And she recalled the raspberry ice cream cones and the times driving in my truck, purple drips dripping down her arm, us laughing. She went on to remember the cookouts, the family birthdays, and the time that I taught her to lick her cone from the side. Lick it like this, I'd say, and that way it won't drip. For 20 minutes, she shared her 15-year-old self with my hopes for 55, and I allowed myself to slip for that one moment into the decades that had me begging for more whiskey, less algebra, and more toys. And now she knows, like I knew then, the joys of Bud Light campfires with friends, the backwoods. But she still remembers licking black raspberry cones with me, and I still enjoy walking in the first pair of shoes I ever bought for her.